and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lawley. Today we're coming to you from Science Museum, Oklahoma.
This Oklahoma City attraction is the perfect place to bring the kids to cool off a little this summer. And while they're here, they can explore the museum's newest exhibit called Backyard Bugs, not to mention everything from the science floor to the planetarium. But if you're ready to get out on the water this summer, we've got that covered for you too.
Oklahoma Kayak can get you hooked up in both Oklahoma metro areas, Oklahoma City, and as Jason Grubb shows us, Tulsa too.
That was a pretty good throw. I like holding the end of the rope, but that worked good.
At Oklahoma Kayak, you'll learn safety techniques and how to get going on the water.
Press that foot, press that foot. Makes me more efficient. The whole boat moves forward through the water.
Along with different ways to use your paddle.
So we call this a sweep stroke. Sweep. Use that core, sweep. Sweep.
This is one of many different classes you can take with the instructors here at the Jinx location. The store is right across the street from the classroom.
They can take anything from a basics class to learn the basics of kayaking or paddleboarding. We offer a bunch of safety classes if they want to learn how to maybe get back in the kayak even in deep water. If they want to learn some swiftwater rescue items or other topics like whitewater kayaking, we offer a range of it.
I'm told with kayaking, pretty much anybody can do it. It doesn't matter your weight, age, or size.
Our oldest paddler was 106 years old, and we certainly see every demographic come out to join it, not just folks that are particularly athletic. We get everybody and anybody joining us on the water.
I walked in not knowing anything about kayaks, paddles, life jackets, none of it.
Richard Scroggins says he's been a boat person all his life, but this water sport was something new for him. He ended up buying 4 kayaks for his family.
I came in, I told them what I wanted the boat to do, who was going to be paddling it, and how, and they put me on the perfect one.
You can find anything and everything you could ever imagine for kayaking.
The kayak, safety equipment and gear, clothing items, it's all here.
We've got these fins doing the work. They're actually propelling the boat.
And in nearly any style or color you'd want.
There's over 2,000 kayaks, paddleboards, canoes, pedal drives. There's just tons and tons of stuff.
Even things that I didn't even realize I needed, I've come in and found. They have great sales. They're super friendly.
Stacy Price kayaked a lot as a kid and got back into the sport last year. She says it's not as expensive as you might think to get onto the waters of Oklahoma.
It was easy, affordable. Didn't have to buy a $50,000 bass boat. You could just get in your kayak and had all the freedom to get on all those back creeks.
I like kayak touring. I like to go out for multi-days and camp out and stay at different places.
Bill Edgar goes all over the state in search of the perfect area to paddle. He says kayaking is very addictive and sees himself doing it for years to come.
Oh yeah, I'll be doing this for the rest of my life.
A lot of people have a passion for the sport and friendship that goes with it. I'm told it's full of fellowship.
We certainly hear a recurring theme again and again and again, and that's that I met the best friends of my life kayaking.
So come out and see what you'll discover out on our state waters. At Oklahoma Kayak in Jinx, I'm Jason Grubbs.
If you're ready to explore places to kayak, you need a copy of the Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click where it says Request Free Brochures.
And to find out more about Oklahoma Kayak's locations and classes, visit them in Tulsa or OKC or hit up their website, oklahomakayak.com.
All right, so we've got the fun covered in Oklahoma City and Tulsa.
And now it's time to check out summer outside in my hometown of Lawton. Lake Elmer Thomas Recreational Area on Fort Sill is your outdoor recreation destination in southwest Oklahoma.
It's really an amazing sight. When you come out here, the first thing you see is Mount Scott on the Wichita Mountains, and it's just beautiful. When you're enjoying the lake activities, that's the backdrop.
Nestled near the Wichita Mountains and the Wildlife Refuge, it's a great place to explore nature and get active in the outdoors.
For year-round at Lettra, we offer archery and putt-putt golf and paintball that families and groups can come participate in.
To try your hand at archery, you can rent a bow and arrows and head to the archery range.
We have the traditional targets, and we also have some 3D animal targets, including a velociraptor, if you'd like to be a little different. We don't provide instruction, but folks are welcome to bring their own bows if they like, as long as they have target arrows.
Or if golf is your cup of tea, head on over to the mini golf course.
It's an 18-hole golf course, and it's $3 a person. Kids 6 and younger are free, so they can have some fun with putt-putt with their families.
And if you're looking for a little more adventure, paintball is perfect for you.
For the paintball rental, it's $30 per rental, and we provide a gun and a face mask, as well as a full air tank and 500 rounds of paintballs. As long as you have 12 or more people in a group, you can come and participate in paintball.
If you come to enjoy a day at Lettra during the summer months, you can enjoy fun on the water. You can rent paddle boats, canoes, or enjoy a day at the beach.
So we have a swimming beach, a sandy swimming beach with lifeguards, as well as a water slide, and we have boating activities with canoes, kayaks, and paddle boats. And we also have bass boats and a pontoon boat that families can rent.
To make it a staycation, bring your tent or your RV and stay the weekend, or rent one of the cabins at Lettra.
We have small, medium, and large cabins. They all have a fully stocked kitchen with plates, cups, silverware, as well as some cooking utensils, fridge and microwave. The cabins all have a view of the water.
When you plan your trip to Lettra, be sure to get your visitor pass to enter Fort Sill.
For Department of Defense ID card holders, they're welcome to access any gate that is open to come to Lettra. If families do not have a Department of Defense ID, if individuals don't have that, they can go to the Visitor Control Center, which is on Sheridan Road, and they stop there, pick up a permit, and then they're welcome to use all of the activities here.
So come to Lettra, the perfect destination for an Oklahoma staycation.
Folks really come out here to have some peaceful time, to enjoy nature with their families, and maybe even to see some wildlife.
You can find more information on booking your stay at Lettra or just enjoying the area for the day on our website, travelok.com. Just search Lake Elmer Thomas.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Everybody talks about how beautiful the Choctaw artwork is.
The beauty we found inside this artist's studio.
Rustic Cuff was born because of that.
Plus the story behind this popular made-in-Oklahoma jewelry.
Fried deviled eggs is our #1 seller.
And you heard right, fried deviled eggs. Wait till you see what else is on the menu at this hot spot. It's all coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime. Like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. This holiday season, give the gift of Oklahoma Today to family and friends for just $14.95. Visit tvoffer.oklahomatoday.com.
Welcome back to Science Museum Oklahoma, where this summer you can learn all about backyard bugs at this exhibit. Certainly a great place to come and explore.
And another great place to check out a small town artist in southern Oklahoma. Tina McGarrett is going to take us to Durant.
I'm a Native American artist for starters, and my artwork is sometimes not easy to define because I do so many different media and so many different subject matters. I handle paint in a lot of different ways, and I think the only reason for that is because I've been painting since I was 8 years old.
Sitting at an easel in her studio, surrounded by a palette of brilliant colors, Janie Simple Umstead feels at home. A lifelong artist, she creates by drawing from her past.
I have a really strong and very proud family history in the tribe. My uncle was William Finley Simple, who was the chief of the Choctaws of the 1920s, and my great-great-great-grandfather was Peter Pitchlin, who was the chief during the 1860s. He was actually at the end of the Civil War. Right now, the most things I do right now have to do with the Choctaw tribe and my Native American history and heritage. Because when I was very, very young, it was very much part of our family to talk about our Native American, our Choctaw heritage.
She's made a name for herself. Her work hangs in Oklahoma museums, businesses, and homes. And inside Durant's Choctaw Casino Grand Theater and Conference Center, she has 18 works of art. Bold, brilliant, and beautiful. Each piece tells a story.
Janie's artwork represents the Choctaw Nation, represents the Trail of Tears, represents our culture here in southeast Oklahoma and the Choctaw Nation, and it's just a great place to display her art because we have so many of our guests that visit the conference center from all around the United States for our concerts and big conferences and stuff out of Dallas, and everybody talks about how beautiful the Choctaw artwork is, and it's important for us to share our culture because that's what the Choctaw Nation is all about, is our history and our culture.
And this is one of her signature styles. It's called batik, and there's no paint used here. Instead, she uses hot wax and dye to create each piece.
I draw my images on that material, and then with the wax, I create the lines and the shapes of whatever I'm going to do, and it becomes a resist. So then I use dyes for my colors, very bright colors. I like bright colors. And it's a step-by-step process that not very many people that I know of do. And it works beautifully with the Native American themes because it has almost an antique-looking, ancient look about it.
And painting isn't her only gift. Simple Umstead also creates beautiful sculptures, detailed yet simple.
I never had really an opportunity to do big pieces of sculpture in bronze until I was 65 years old. And finally I got to do that.
Whether sculpting or painting, like all artists, her work is an expression and creative look at her life, a passion that doesn't necessarily always come easy.
It's a love-hate relationship for me. It's not, I think, even though it's very much a part of me, it's been something that I've battled with almost. I know that I have the talent, but as I'm creating a piece, it's a challenge every single time.
And every single time, the end result is a masterpiece. In Durant, I'm Tina McGarry, Discovering Oklahoma.
You can find Janie's studio at 116 South 9th Street in Durant. Her work is also available for purchase on her website.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
I think we've made, our different styles, I think we've made about 65 billion, maybe, not really. I don't keep track.
And more rustic cuffs than anyone could count. We're talking with the woman who started it all.
I had the crescent pecan chicken salad, and it was delicious. It was to die for.
Plus, the location where they're cooking everything up Okie style will take you there when Discover Oklahoma continues.
What do you want when you go on vacation? How about adventure or just relaxation? You might want an edge where your mind grows wings, or maybe a place to see spectacular things. How about a road where you can get your kicks? Throw music and art into your bag of trips. This is the land of wonders, far and wide. When you're in Oklahoma, just enjoy the ride. Visit travelok.com and explore. Come see for yourself when you want to see more.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with summertime adventures. Suit up and cool off in a lake or river. Hike the trails, dig for treasures, or play around on our unique courses. On weekdays, you can stay and play starting at $75. You get 1 night of lodging, a round of golf, and a sleeve of golf balls. Get package details at travelok.com/spdeals and come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're here today at the Science Museum, Oklahoma, where you can literally build your own bug.
So you've gotten the head.
Yep, got the head.
In the experiment,
At least I think.
if you'll pardon the pun. I'm going to go for the abdomen here.
Here's a thorax.
As a thorax. All right.
It's like a Frankenstein bug.
It is a Frankenstein bug or a genetics experiment that's gone horribly wrong in the bug world. But I tell you what, there's so much to take in and learn here, and it also will keep the kids very busy for quite a while.
But eventually, a mom's got to shop, and you can bet I wish I could have tagged along on this next story with our friend Julie Chin. She heads to the Rustic Cuff headquarters in Tulsa.
From shiny to stingray, beat it to blingy, initial to inspirational. Welcome to the world of Rustic Cuff and its bracelets that bind.
It's a community of women that, and men that really have found something just bigger than themselves, and it's about giving. I mean, a lot of people come in to buy them just to give them away.
And gifting or regifting is really where Rustic Cuff's story begins. In 2004, Jill Donovan made a guest appearance as a regifter on The Oprah Show.
It was going to be a show about etiquette and what was proper to do and not to do, and regifting was one of the subjects. And so they said, tell your funny stories. And so I got up on stage sitting next to her and was getting ready to tell my funny stories. But before Oprah went to me, she went to the etiquette experts. And little did I know, they did not think that it was a good thing. I didn't know that.
Humiliated, Jill returned to Tulsa, cleaned out her regifting closet, took a sabbatical from her job as a TU law professor, and focused on family for a while.
Laying in bed one night, I was watching TV and I saw a girl making cuffs, and I had collected cuffs for the last 10 years. So I got up that night with this renewed passion to then start doing something again. And from that night on, I taught myself how to make cuffs online, every book, everything that I could get a hold of. And Rustic Cuff was born because of that.
Business has boomed in the Sooner State and beyond since then. Rustic Cuff now has stores in Tulsa, Bixby, Oklahoma City, Edmond, and Dallas. The Cherry Street showroom, or the Queen Ship as it's affectionately called, features something unique, a mini museum where you'll even find some of the first cuffs Jill ever made. The showrooms feature a variety of products, from sunglasses to clothing to cuffs, of course, with so many styles for men, women, and kids, even Jill's lost count.
I think we've made about 65 billion, maybe. Not really. I don't keep track. I should. I mean, if I really sat down and tried to go back, it's a lot. It's a lot because I like to keep it fresh and new.
Well, it's a great experience. The quality is there, they're unique, they're different, they make fabulous gifts.
Top sellers, well, it's a variety. Sometimes it's the beaded bracelets because people can buy several of those. Probably one of the biggest sellers that we have is the Dallas. This is the one that was on Oprah's favorite things, and this is one of my very favorites. And then the Megan wrap, which is named after my very first employee, Megan. That was probably one of our biggest sellers too.
How many would you say you have purchased? Any idea?
Now, my husband won't see this, will he?
Over 50.
Stacking or wearing more than one cuff is popular, and so are custom cuffs. Rustic Cuff also features a Cuff of the Month Club and the Regifters Club.
If they get 2 cuffs, and it's always an inspirational cuff. One is silver, one is gold, so they pick whichever one they want, and I tell them to carry the other one in their purse or carry it around with them for the rest of the month until they feel in their knower when they are supposed to give it away.
And that Regifters Club brings us back to Oprah and the letter Jill received from O Magazine.
It said, "Congratulations, Jill. Rustic Cuff has been chosen to be on the wrist of Oprah Winfrey's arm in this on this cover." And what she didn't know and what he didn't know was that it was a cuff that I had gifted to her best friend Gail several months before that. And Gail used to wear that on the CBS morning show. And then she re-gifted that to Oprah, and that was the one that Oprah was wearing. So when people ask me, don't you want Oprah to know that, I say it doesn't matter because I do, and that is like my biggest full circle moment.
Rustic Cuff. It's more than bracelets. It's the gift that keeps on giving. In Tulsa, I'm Julie Chin, discovering Oklahoma.
There are 4 Rustic Cuff showrooms in Oklahoma now, 2 in Tulsa, 1 on Cherry Street and 1 on South Memorial at the Vineyard. You'll also find a Rustic Cuff store in Edmond and 1 on the Class and Curve in Oklahoma City. And of course, several other gift shops across our great state carry the bracelets.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
We take food that's recognizable and we make it we take it to the next level.
Wait till you see what's cooking at this place. We'll get a taste up next right here on Discover Oklahoma.
The Oklahoma Travel Guide is filled with festive events and iconic attractions, outdoor wonders, and the hottest places to eat and stay. It's the perfect roadmap to unforgettable adventures. Order your free Oklahoma Travel Guide today at travelok.com.
Some like it quiet, some like it loud. Some want to just get lost in the crowd. Whatever you like, from mountains to museums, Oklahoma has more. You just have to see them. This is the land of wide open wonder, where excitement runs rampant in the city of thunder. Music and art put on their best faces, and smiles are shared freely in so many places. TravelOK.com invites you to see. Come see for yourself where you'd rather be.
The Rhythm and Roots Music Trail is your front row seat to excitement. Hit the road to explore rock, blues, country, all of Oklahoma's rich music heritage. Order your free guide at TravelOK.com.
The wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat
It sure smells sweet
when the wind comes
right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma every night, my honey lemon night.
Sit alone and talk
And watch a hawk
making lazy circles in the sky.
You know we belong to the land,
and the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, yo,
we're only saying
You're doing fine. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma!
Oh.
K-L-A-H-O-M. Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
I'm getting close to China.
Welcome back to Science Museum, Oklahoma, where there's so much to see and do here. You can literally spend the whole day visiting.
And that means you can work up quite an appetite.
Yes.
It's a good thing Darren Brown found a wonderful place to eat. He's going to take us to a place called Local in Yukon.
We want to create a place that's kind of the hometown restaurant that emphasizes Oklahoma. So we took the word local and added the OK in the middle, which represents Oklahoma.
Local, a new restaurant in Yukon, does its best to stay true Okie. You can see it in the name. You get it in the friendly service, and it's definitely on the menu. But Local's owner is not your typical restaurant guy.
I have no background in restaurants. I was actually a pastor for about 18 years.
Yes, you heard right, a pastor. But when you think about it, anything can be a ministry. You see, sometimes you feed the soul and sometimes you feed the belly. I asked Scott what made him take this particular leap of faith.
I was sitting at a lunch with a group of people and they said, if you could do anything other than what you do right now, what would it be? And my first answer, without even thinking about it, was I would open a restaurant and do this concept that represented Oklahoma. We take food that's recognizable and we make it, we take it to the next level.
Well, of course, he's going to say that. He's the owner. What about the first-time customers?
Amazing. It's great.
And Evelyn seemed so happy about her meal, I had to ask what she ordered.
I had the crested pecan chicken salad and it was delicious. It was to die for.
There's so much more to sample and savor. Like Local's hottest selling dish, these fried deviled eggs. The egg cradled in battered and fried goodness with the filling on top and a dash of paprika, a true Okie delicacy.
Fried deviled eggs is our #1 seller, and then chicken fried steak. Can't go wrong with that. No, you can't.
Nor can you be led astray with one of Local's buffalo burgers. They serve up a whole lot of these. My buddy Evelyn said her son finished off his buffalo burger before he even touched his fries, and he never does that.
He always goes for the fries, no matter where we go. But here he ate the buffalo burger before he even touched his fries.
You know, I think that kid is onto something. What could a hungry TV guy like me do to find out for sure?
It's not even 6 o'clock yet on a Saturday evening, but Local is picking up, and I met new friends like these guys. How are you? Yeah. How was the food? The first timers right here, they're loving it. They said they're going to be back. No one saved me any fried deviled eggs I don't see, so I'm told I have to go get my own. That's what I'm going to do. In Yukon, discovering Oklahoma, I'm Darren Brown.
No matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. Just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A huge thank you to the folks here at Science Museum Oklahoma for hosting us this week. A reminder that the exhibit Backyard Bugs is here through the end of August.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, your course for adventure at Great Plains State Park in the shadows of the Wichita Mountains. And
we're headed to a Southern-style crawfish boil. See where you can sample some. It's all coming up next Saturday night, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.